Yeah, my name's Derrick Bates. I'm the Trust Information Security Officer for an NHS trust up in the Lake District. My focus is information security, obviously, and working with the NHS, confidentiality is a cornerstone of what we do because we hold a lot of patient data, but that's not the be-all and end-all because we also hold a lot of staff data and we also have a lot of confidential data like financial matters and stuff like that.
Perfect.
One of the reasons I came here is we are a Cisco organization. Our routers and switches are Cisco based, and I'm very interested in a lot of the next generation Cisco security protection elements that are coming out, especially the new appliances, and especially with the acquisition of SourceFire. The new advanced malware protection, the identity services engine, and all those aspects are things I need to look at because within the next 2 years, we're going to be carrying out a strategic exercise to plan our next generation networks as our current virtual environments are coming to end of life. I think for me, the most interesting thing was the almost real-time analysis of the malware and the way that you can actually track things with the retrospective alerts going back to look at where things came into your network at the entry point, but then the granularity allows you to slice and dice the network right down to the point where you can track it all the way through. For me, as a trained forensic investigator, that is very, very important. And one of the questions I did ask was about the potential for the admissibility of some of this reporting as forensic evidence if you're having to carry out an investigation. And that's what I do. I visit the Cisco stand at every InfoSec Europe when I go every spring, and I slice and dice the Cisco staff and ask them all sorts of pointed questions about things because I'm also an ethical trained hacker. And it's what I do for a living. I enjoy this. I'm not allowed to hack NHS systems, I must stress that. But no, all this stuff, and especially with Cisco's preeminent position in the marketplace, and as I say, the acquisition of SourceFire and your new threat intelligence matrix that you're bringing in with joining together all the amount of information that you see throughout the course of the year, very, very important for us to get intelligence about what's happening. One of the things I did, I'm a CISSP, trained investigator. I did all this in the military as well. I worked with intelligence in the military. But for me, I wanted to do the Certified Ethical Hacker training with the EC Council teams to learn a little bit more about what I'm protecting against. Because a lot of the stories that you read the press, you go onto the dark web, you look at all these things, a lot of these are just stories. But when you go on the hacker course, and the very first thing they do before they give you the tools is make you promise not to use them, you learn and you actually see how these things work. A bit like the demonstration we had in there of the Metasploit exploit on the XP machine. One of the audience commented that XP's dead, Windows 7's here. We will be countering XP machines for at least another 2 or 3 years. They will not be going away anytime soon. It's far, far too expensive, especially for organizations with 30, 40, 50,000 workstations, and especially if they're public sector.